Hello everyone, Dan here from the Proplanner team. Today I'm going to walk you through a quick video of how the Proplanner eKitting system works, and we'll walk through some of the dashboards available to the shop floor team. Okay, so first, where the data comes from to complete part picking on the shop floor comes from Assembly Planner. Two primary data sources. First, we have the PFEP system, which we are looking at here. This is showing all of the kitting part plans that exist within the facility, showing parts moving from a supermarket to two different stations, A and B, on two different types of carts. I've also identified the number of parts that should be picked as the base quantity, not differentiated by models or options, as well as the effectivity parameters for when those part records are live. The other primary data source is related to product configuration, and that actually implies two things. We have the bill of material, which describes which parts are valid for which models and which options and when, as well as the configuration of the individual units themselves, the production orders, which models and options are valid, and other effectivity parameters. So what's going to happen with the eKitting system at runtime on the shop floor is we will dynamically build out the pick list for the operator to go through building each cart that is valid for the unit. And that's what we'll take a look at next. Okay, so a couple of things to be aware of. Here I have the part picker dashboard. This shows the status of the kit carts based on the cart types as they're being picked inside of this supermarket. Currently starting with a clean slate, nothing has been picked at all within the entire facility. And over here on the right, I actually have the Android-based PFEP mobile application. And this is used for part picking, both kitting as well as Kanban fulfillments inside of the supermarkets, transit scans as the components are moving through the facility, passing through different gating points that have been identified, and finally the delivery points to actually drop off the containers and the carts. So what we'll first look at is the kitting process. So part pickers will open the part picking screen, and what they will do is they will go ahead and actually scan a label that exists on each and every cart within the facility. That's what we'll do first. So I'm going to scan the label associated with cart L1A-1. And then what the system will do is it will build out the list of valid parts that could exist on this type of cart. That I used the word valid there, meaning that the part plan and the BOM for this particular unit, VIN4, sorry about that, VIN4, that is relevant. So VIN number 4 has some product configuration, right? We're going to bounce the configuration of VIN 4 off of the Plan for Every Part database in the BOM to say, I need these 4 parts, and I need them at these quantities. So we will guide the operator through the picks that they should complete. First, the operator should walk to rack 6, location D4 or slot D4, and they need to pick one component of this part number. And so what I will do is I will then actually scan that location. Now I'm using the clipboard on my simulated picking environment here, but I will go ahead and grab that location and then I will scan it. The system will record that we're good to go, and then it will move on. Now I am at the next pick. I'm at location R5G4. Notice that I cannot click these buttons here, either confirming that I've picked or performing a skip, and I can't do that until I've actually scanned my part location. So let's go ahead and confirm that I'm at the right spot. And I need to actually get that into my clipboard here. Give me 1 second. There it is. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, well, I actually do not have that component available. So I have not added any of those parts to the cart. So I'm going to go ahead and perform my skip. Alright, now I'm moving on. But what may have happened there is that we may have triggered things like an email notification or updating of the dashboards to show that there's a problem, right? There's a part that is needed on the line for a particular unit, and we need to go and perform that pick. But it may not be the part picker's responsibility to actually complete that work. So it could be that there is a control center or someone whose responsibility it is to resolve that skipped part issue, right? Maybe checking what the incoming trucks have on them, or seeing if there's another location, maybe in a warehouse, where they could get that component. But we can see that we've turned red over here, meaning bad. We've got a problem, and we need to address this. But the part picker, they are able to move forward. So let's go ahead and do that. I need to complete a couple of additional picks. Now I have my last pick. There we go. Confirm I'm good to go. And now we move on. So the system now closed that cart with an issue. And now we need to open the next cart. I'm going to grab my next cart. Recall this is a label on a physical cart that is sitting at the station. Excuse me, at the supermarket would be a better way to describe that. And now we take them through the same process, completing the picks again, and the system will flag that we now have an open cart. Okay, so let's jump back to that first cart that had an issue. What do we do with that? Go ahead and cancel here. That would have been loaded onto some type of delivery system, be it delivered via a fork truck, delivered via a tow train tugger route, or an AGV. But we do need to deliver that cart to the stations. We need to deliver that to station L1A. So what we will do when we get to L1A is we'll perform a scan. We'll say this cart, get that loaded again. It's being dropped off at my station that also has a label. We are good to go. It has now been delivered. You'll see it changed from closed to delivered, but we're still flagged in green, or excuse me, in red, because we have an outstanding issue that needs to be resolved. Okay, so we'll go ahead and call that good for today. Again, this is Dan at Proplanner. Let me know if you have any questions at all.